Who knows everything? Do you know everything?
No.
No.
I try.
Right.
I try.
But you failed, right?
Honestly, yes. Every time, God humbles me, yes. Okay, well, great to have you here. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and why you got into therapy.
Myself. Well, I always tell my clients, I'll start the same way I started in session. How about that? I am 63. I have 3 grown children in their 30s, younger than you, clearly. And I've been married for 41 years in about 2 weeks. And so that's a lot. And so with that being a lot, to kind of give you the background of Rivers of Hope and why I named Rivers of Hope. One is that hope comes from the Bible in Isaiah. That's where I got it, the name. The other one is I just love the word hope. People need hope, want hope, but sometimes in therapy, they are literally hopeless. And I want people to know that you don't have to have a hope, that we can hold the hope for you. I know one of my greatest joys in counseling is, and one of my greatest stories is too, is for a client to come in, Charmaine, blah, blah, blah. I just don't have any hope. And I say, don't worry. And just the relief on their face to go, I got you. I'm your hope. But the biggest exhilaration is like 6 months later, and the person gets on screen or in person, wherever they are, and they say, Char, I have hope now. So that word just means so much to me, because the ability to see people grow and change and realize the true of their potential is just so exciting.
Wow. Okay, that's a beautiful story. So then tell me, backtrack a little bit, what birthed rock? Because that's intentional.
That was intentional.
Okay.
So, I started out with Allstate, and I was in the Hispanic community. I had a large Hispanic clientele, and they would just come in families. And the families, they had a lot of attrition difficulties, things like that, and the Americanized kids versus, Latino backgrounds, and how does that work? So the mom and dads would always come into the office. Sometimes they even bring their kids in. Charmaine, can you talk to them, please? Help them, yeah. And so we had a lot of family therapy in the beginning there. So, and that just continued on. And so I wanted to help even more. So I went back to school to learn Spanish, and so that I could really speak to them in their own dialect and continue that. So once I sold Allstate, I stayed home as a stay-at-home mom. Worst job ever. I'll never do that again. So, as I was a stay-at-home mom, I also went to seminary. I went to seminary to get a Master of Divinity, which I tell people, it's 15 credits shy. It'll just stay there, because I'll never write another paper. And so then as I went back to school, I wanted to get a Master of Clinical Health. So doing that, why, which really is your original question, is that when my youngest son, who's 30 now, was 16, and need to go to counseling, and trying to find a Black male counselor 10 years ago, needle in a haystack. I mean, I called so many people, and it was so frustrating. And I'm thinking, people actually have to go through this? This is terrible. So although I was in my beginning stages of going to school, and God had given me the vision of Rivers of Hope, this multicultural counseling, I wanted to be multicultural, because here I was in a Black family and practically 0 male counselors that I could find or afford. So that was the other thing. And so also, I say, being married 41 years, going through adolescence 3 times with 3 kids. Is there a time where you need hope, want hope, give hope? It's crazy. So there was a lot going on in there in that time. So I wanted to open a counseling agency that looked like God's children, that looked like America, that people could look on our page and say, oh, and not necessarily black, white, but that person looks friendly to me, or I like that bio, or I have a selection of a client. So people wouldn't get that no, like I did. Oh, and I'll never forget that at that time, because, people call counseling when they're at their breaking point.
Yeah.
It's not like I have a headache, I think I better go to the doctor next week. No, it's issue after issue after issue, and then something breaks.
Yes.
Like, how many times do we get emails at 2 in the morning? I want a counselor. Well, they're not expecting the counselor to get online at 2 in the morning, but that's when the big incident happened, right? So imagine the next day trying to get a counselor and all you get is no, no, no. Sometimes it could be traumatic. Sometimes it could be suicide ideation, and you were their last hope.
Yeah.
So I wanted a company where you had enough people. We are licensed in Virginia, Maryland, DC, Texas, and Florida.
Okay. Y'all hear that? We're here.
We're here, and growing, and we want to be one of the largest faith-based agencies that is multicultural, multi-state. And when I say faith-based, I mean non-judgment.
Okay.
I want people to come whomever they are.
Yes.
And all of us think and feel the same way. When I hire counselors, I explain this. So if it doesn't fit your culture, you won't see that person, right? But we want people that are accepting of all. And of course, everybody has their different niches. But you definitely want people to look like America, the way.
A melting pot, yes.
Exactly. It was supposed to be. So no one would have that experience per se. And we don't have every nationality, of course. But, growing, we try to hire different languages and different races, etc. Really from that, good question, Nixie, because really from that one incident. And I was like, I don't want that. So a lot of clinicians open up their offices. I don't know how this is going to go on video, but a lot of clinicians get their license, open their office, and they're full in 30 days. And so I really believe a collective company that works together, that really wants to help a vast majority of people all at one time. We see over 400 people a week. So we can get a lot of people in, whereas your one office, they might see 10 or 15. So that's a lot of no's. So we're giving people choice, where to go or, how often they want to see.
Okay. That's a great story. I'm glad I got to hear it. I guess what would you say to someone who is nervous for therapy, that wants to reach out, but they're scared, they have all these limiting beliefs? What would you tell them right now? What would be your spiel?
You know what? That's a good question. Thanks for asking. Because people ask me that specifically these days about video. And a lot of them say in that respect, I really want to be in person. And video has just blown up. Everybody can do things on Zoom now. And there's been this question of, is counseling more effective in person or is it online, okay, etc.
It's hard. Some people want to be in person and some people want to be online. Yeah.
But I tell them my answer to that is, it's not for you to worry about. It's the therapist's responsibility to make you feel more comfortable, to make it accepting in whatever environment you're in. So we're used to change. That's what we do. So if you came to see me on video, you wouldn't feel any different than if you were in front of me. Because I'm going to lean into the screen, we're going to talk, we're going to laugh, we're going to have a great time, I'm going to be listening to you very intently, and sometimes the video actually has more intentional staring or looks, right? You're right there in front of me, you can't move anywhere. So, no, it's really, I don't, when I talk to parents and teachers especially moms, my child is not comfortable with video, or the adult. It's not for you to decide. Just relax and let us pick it up. We can do that for you, so.
Wow, that's beautifully said. Okay, so where does Rock go now? Where are you taking Rock?
Well, it's the vision. So right now, we're doing very well up north, and right now we are located in Cape Coral. Well,
Fort Myers,
the opposite of Fort Life.
But we're in Southwest Florida, for anyone that doesn't know. So we're in that area.
We're excited to just build down here. This is just such a great area. Of course, from Virginia, so I don't have to deal with the snow anymore. But we're really trying to expand in our Florida region right here in Southwest Florida, and Tampa, and then up north if we can clear out a little bit more Florida. And then we're moving to Texas and then the Carolinas. So that's our trajectory for now, because the vision is a nationwide company that is multicultural, multi-state. And the other thing that makes us different, right? Can I add?
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry. Another thing that makes us different from the other therapeutic practices or group practices is we are a team. So we are not here to just hire any therapist that comes around, right? Or anyone on the phone, or you don't know each other. But when you come to Rivers of Hope Counseling, you know that there is not just a therapist behind you, but it's a team behind you. And what do I mean by that? Who knows everything? Do you know everything?
No.
I try.
Right.
I try.
But you failed, right?
Honestly, yes. Every time, God humbles me, yes.
So when you say you have a team behind you, if we need more help, like sometimes you might be married, but you're coming for individual counseling, but now you're like, well, maybe me and my husband can come. Well, if you're an individual practice, not with a team, you got to call a whole nother company, go through all that, what I just told you again.
Yeah.
But for us, pick up the phone, call our admin team. You'll meet someone called Michelle, very lovely on the phone, and she will give you another counselor for a couple. So having that team impact, and also like learning. So our learning environment. We have a clinical director who teaches our team. So we're constantly growing together, and we meet together. So we have our monthly group meetings, our team meetings, and we also have lunch and learns. So we can be far apart, and some of us are, but we're together, and we're always together. And so when you come to Rivers of Hope, you're not coming to just one counselor. You're coming to a team that has the philosophy of my religion, which is Christian, right? And so I believe in everyone feel the way you feel, but it's our foundation, right? It's integrity, it's promise, it's hope. That's what you're getting in our team of counselors. And they love communicating with each other, and they ask for help with each other, and we send out encouragement notes with each other. So it's a team. And some people used to say, is a family? Well, no. Why? Because families don't like each other sometimes. So
I love you. I don't gotta like you. Yeah.
You said you're open, so are you also open to the LGBT community as well?
Oh, for sure.
Okay,
For sure.
awesome. So then can you tell us how we could contact you, how we can schedule an appointment? Do you offer free consultations as well?
We do. We have 10 to 15-minute consultations. So you can pick out a therapist from our website. Feel free to go to our website, which is
riversofhopecounseling.com.
Yes. You can go to our website, pick out a therapist of your choice. You can call in, you can email in, whichever you feel more comfortable with. If you actually see someone, I want to see them, well, let us know what days you're available. Be as flexible as you can, and we will just book that appointment for you right away. And the good part, everybody doesn't always like everybody, although we like you too. You can go to someone else. So some people might book 2 consultations or 3. I wouldn't go further than that, but 2 or 3, you're already stressed enough for in counseling. So it's good.
Okay, thank you so much, Charmaine, for being here.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate you. This was a great opportunity to speak.